Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here with today's Micros Market Recap at Target Trading Academy. Today is Thursday, June 30th, last day of June here for us, right at the New York close. Let's take a look right at micro oil. We opened gap down from the close in oil, not terribly far from its previous close, but they just did not want to take it any higher right at the open, and they just drove it down and just kept driving that sucker down until they found that floor and had some sort of support there. And as you can see, they retraced back in towards that HVA and then back down, ultimately finishing net down for the day without much of an attempt to go back to that close. But you can see the response that it had with that trend move down and the levels that were present for our students today during their trading. Now, gold opened well below its close, below the contract low, had some initial selling, found its floor, and with that news that came out, just shot up like a rocket, gave a few entries, or possible entries, I should say, to students if they took them or not. And then throughout the day, it just came back down, faked out a bunch of people here at the contract low, and just made some new lows in that period, but not for the day, just that time period that it had. Ultimately finishing net down from yesterday. Now, again, these levels are given out to our students the night before the next day's trading endeavors. So students had these available to them during the evening, pre-market, and pit for today, this morning, and last night. If you're interested in seeing the videos of student submissions at these levels, go watch Pat's win-loss break-even video. Now, our equities, quite the moves today. A lot of back and forth, but ultimately we opened well below the close, had an initial buying, didn't quite get to that HVA edge you'll see here, but then they slammed it down, had some support around that area, and just kept driving it down for a pretty good portion, but then they found their floor, and they didn't look back. Or they slowly fought their way back up, surpassing that high, and then I guess they decided, you know what, let's just go for that close. They got it. And then the momentum pretty much balanced out, and then the buyers and sellers equalized, and they just didn't get far from where they opened. Let's just say that. But we are net down for the day. Just looking, we had quite the response around these HVA levels. Again, go check out those videos that Pat puts out, those win-loss break-evens, and you can see the student submissions from them. But ultimately, we are finishing net down in the ES. Same in the NASDAQ. Similar story. We opened below the close. Not terribly far from the overall range, but initially we did have some buying as well, and then the sellers stepped in and just wanted to drive this market down, much like the ES. And you can see this resistance holding as it goes through, and just drives it down, finds its floor, much like the ES, and then comes right back up. I guess they went for their close as well, and then they came back down and settled below the open for today and well below the close from yesterday in the NASDAQ. But again, good response around those HVA levels that are given to our students the evening before the next day's trading session. If you are interested in finding out more information about the high volume areas and how you can get them onto your charts the night before the market's open, or if you're interested in learning how to trade futures, reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook or go to our website at targettradingacademy.com. Get in touch with us at either location, and we'll gladly show you into our rooms, and you'll be able to see what we do each day, and you'll be able to see for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world. We look forward to seeing you there.